Before you call yourself mature, watch this. Have you ever looked in the mirror and thought, I'm mature? But one small argument completely changed who you became? Because here's the truth no one likes to hear. Growing older is automatic. Emotional maturity is a choice. You can have gray hair, a successful career, people who respect you, and still lose control over one sentence, one opinion, one moment. Real maturity isn't measured by your age. It's measured by what happens inside you when life stops going your way. The strongest people aren't the loudest. They're the ones who can calm the storm inside themselves before creating one around everyone else. So here's the question. Are you emotionally mature, or have you simply learned how to hide your emotions? Let's find out. Number 1, name what you're really feeling. Most people don't have an anger problem. They have an awareness problem. You say you're angry, but are you really, or are you disappointed, ignored, embarrassed, rejected, lonely, or simply exhausted? Most emotional explosions don't begin with rage. They begin with one tiny emotion that was ignored. A careless comment, a broken promise, a text that never came, a look you couldn't stop thinking about. You bury it. You pretend you're fine. Then hours later, you explode over something completely unrelated. Not because of the last donut, not because of traffic, not because someone interrupted you, because your heart was already carrying something much heavier. The moment you can name your emotion, you stop becoming its prisoner. Start writing your emotions down. Ask yourself one question every single time. What am I really feeling, and why? Because awareness is where emotional freedom begins. And remember, your feelings are always valid, but your reactions, those are your responsibility. Number 2, stop blaming, start owning. Here's one painful truth. Emotionally immature people protect their ego. Emotionally mature people protect the truth. It's easy to blame circumstances. It's easy to blame your parents, your friends, your childhood, your partner, your bad luck. What's difficult is looking in the mirror and saying, I was wrong. Those 3 words are incredibly powerful because every excuse keeps you trapped. Every responsibility sets you free. The moment you own your mistakes, you stop repeating them. Number 3, borrow wisdom before you build your own. Think about someone whose peace inspires you, someone who stays calm when everyone else is falling apart. Have you ever wondered, what do they know that I don't? Instead of reacting the way you always do, pause. Ask yourself, what would they do if they were standing where I am? Maybe they would stay silent. Maybe they would forgive. Maybe they would simply walk away. You don't need to become someone else. You only need to learn from people who have already mastered what you're still struggling with. Number 4, your mind is listening to everything you say. Here's something terrifying. The voice that talks to you the most is your own. And if that voice keeps saying, I'm not enough, I always fail, no one cares. Eventually, your brain stops questioning it and starts believing it. One negative thought seems harmless. 1,000 of them quietly reshape your identity. That's why you need a thought journal. Catch every toxic thought, challenge it, replace it with something true. Because if you wouldn't say those words to someone you love, why are you saying them to yourself? Number 5, the strongest people don't need to win every argument. Here's a secret. Being right isn't always wisdom. Sometimes wisdom is listening. The emotionally immature person listens to reply. The emotionally mature person listens to understand. Imagine how different your relationships would become if your goal wasn't to prove yourself, but to understand someone else's world. Number 6, stop fighting reality. This might be the hardest lesson you'll ever learn. Some things will never happen the way you wanted. Some people will never apologize. Some dreams won't survive. Some chapters will end without closure. And that's painful, but suffering begins when you keep arguing with reality. Accepting reality doesn't mean giving up. It means stopping the war inside your own mind. Number 7, one pause can save an entire relationship. Have you ever wished you could take your words back? Almost everyone has, because emotions move fast. But wisdom always pauses first. One deep breath, 5 silent seconds. That's sometimes all it takes to stop a lifetime of regret. Number 8, your life is happening right now. Most people aren't living. They're replaying yesterday or worrying about tomorrow. Meanwhile, today quietly slips away forever. The past is a lesson. The future is a possibility. But today is your only power. So let me ask you one final question. Which one of these 8 habits is secretly controlling your life? Be honest, because honesty with yourself is the first sign of emotional maturity. If this video made you stop and think, then don't keep it to yourself. Someone you love might need to hear these words today. And if you're ready to become stronger, not just outside, but inside, subscribe.